here with the final build on Caliber Zombies. This is the build that contains cards from the Duelist Revolution. So most of these cards, or not most of these, like a few of these cards are not legal in the current duel state, but they will be legal like within a few weeks. Starting off, it's 1 Dark Arm Dragon, 1 Gorge Destroyer of the Dreams, 2 Caius, the best monarch in the game, 3 Doom Caliber Knight. This guy's really good. You still have to learn when you have to play him and when you can't play him, but regardless, he's like a Dark Fodder, extra control, and gets rid of these like annoying Raikos, Dark Souls, Emmer's Blades. We have 2 Thunder King Ryo to stop my opponent's searching and special summoning. This guy is a champ. We have 2 Cyber Dragon. It's like your opponent's like unnecessary like push for like their use of resources, and it's like a good out to machine gadgets. For the zombie engine, we play obviously 2 Goblin Zombie, 1 Plague Spreader, Mizuki, Zombie Master, Spear Reaper, and 1 Shin Doji. The Shin Doji, most people are questioning on like why I'm playing this. This card provides a lot of graveyard control late game. Allows me to reuse the Mizuki and like the Plague Spreader, which is the only tuner in the deck, which is very much needed. Shin Doji's a really good card. If you're not liking it, I'd give it another try. Try using it more in the aspect of removing and drawing instead of just like putting cards back on top of the deck, because that kind of puts you in like bad positions, especially like late game. 2 Pyramid Turtle to search out pretty much everything that I just showed you in the zombie engine, and 1 Sane to search out majority of the monsters in the deck. For the spells and traps, I play 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, a Brain Control, 2 Book of Moons, and 1 Burial from a Different Dimension. I'm not playing Allure anymore, mainly because like most of the dark monsters I have in the deck I want to keep in my hand, and like I don't know, it's not really worth getting rid of the Doom Caliber Knight like to get like the Goblin Zombie. I guess I like starting off with a strong start rather than the set. 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Dimensional Prison, 2 Dust Tornado to get rid of the opponent's annoying backfield, 1 Torrential Tribute, Trap Dust Shoot, and a Mind Crush. I'm not sure how much of a Mind Crush will be like stable in the next format. I'm not sure like where Infernities or X-Sabers will stand, but overall this card's really broken. This combo's really broken when you open up with it, and most of the time you can play smart and get your opponent's moves. 2 Divine Wrath, really good card in this deck. 1 Royal Oppression is still testing amazing. Has never really put me in a really bad situation, and card's really good. 1 Solemn Judgment and 1 Solemn Warning. This card has been talked about a lot. It has a really steep cost, but the card is really good. It gets you out of most, like, it doesn't get you out of situations, but it just helps keep control on the board, like unnecessary monster summons you don't want, and it can basically stop like almost virtually any summon. The only drawback to the card is the steep cost, but then again you can regain life with like Thought Ruler Archfiend, because by like when you play this you usually are gonna have control with the game. Like these 3 set, that's like a force to be reckoned with. Like the deck, I don't know, the deck has like a lot of control, and just adding in 1 Divine Warning just really helps out. Alright, so now we're moving on to the extra and side deck. We have 1 Badass Token, 2 Stardusts, Red Dragon, Colossal Fighter, Thought Ruler Archfiend, Yugioh Guardian, Brionic, Revive King Hades, 1 Gaia Knight, Black Rose Dragon, and one of the really key cards in the set, I think, Scrap Archfiend. Even though he's a blank monster, he's got that 2700D, or 2700 attack, which is really ridiculous. I mean, like, I can honestly see Salvadad making a comeback, even though Destiny Draw is still at 1, but I can probably see it going to 2. This card provides a lot of pressure, allows you to get over Stardust with a 7-star synchro, without black rosing, obviously. Like, I don't know, he's a good beater, and it's what 7 stars needed this whole time, so I can see Salvo decks like this making a comeback. 1 Catastor, an Android, Mistworm, and a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. For the side deck, I side 2 Compulse, mainly for the Infernity matchup and like I guess X-Sabers, because I don't know, Infernities is actually like my worst kind of matchup because I play like slower paced cards, but it helps me keep control. 1 Magic Drain, I'm probably thinking about going up to 2, but as of now, 1's working great. Double crevice. I don't know how much this is going to be needed at the start of the next format. But the card overall, I like it a lot better than DD Crow. This next card is really, really good. I'm not sure if it's a really underrated card, but I just haven't heard a lot of talk about it. I only have one at the moment, but I'm planning on picking up another one. Chivalry is a counter trap that says anytime a monster effect is activated in the battle phase, you can activate this card, negate, and destroy that monster. So basically, it's a glad side card. Like, I don't know, you can bait out Heraclius in the battle phase by depresenting and then Chivalry it. Any glad, tagging out any searcher, Shura, Gores, all that stuff. Just any effect you can trigger in the battle phase, you can negate. The card's really good. It's great for the side deck. I consider maining one, but I already played 2 Divine Wrath, so probably siding 2 of these against glads. 1 breaker for extra anti-meta, like for the anti-meta decks. It's a monster and a spell and trap destruction, so most of the time they don't play like monster removal, so this works really good. 2 Banisher of Radiance. The card's just overall just a good side deck card. You have to play it right though, because you don't want it like conflicting with your Goblin Zombies or Pyramid Turtles, but regardless, the card's still good. 1 DD Crow. Not a fan of this card, but it's still good and it's kind of a necessity against like certain matchups, so 1 Crow does the trick. And plus I don't want it really conflicting with the Doom Cal. One of my favorite side deck cards that I just recently added in is Smashing Ground. The card gets you lots of pluses and combos really well with Spear Reaper and just gets your opponent's like annoying boss monsters out of the way. You can like special summon Cyber Dragon. They'll be like, okay, this guy's not a threat, and then you'll Smashing Ground. The card's just, I don't know, I consider playing 3, but just 2 works well. It's a good side deck card, especially against like, I don't know, glads. I wouldn't side it against Infernities or Sabers, but definitely against like glads and the slower pace decks, even good in the mirror match. Any kind of stun deck, it's good getting the stun monsters out of the way. It's a good out to certain things you can't get rid of. And last but not least, just because I don't like dealing with anti-meta, I play 2 Twisters in the sideboard. Thanks for watching and subscribing. That was the deck profile. I probably have a few deck profiles incoming, mainly like a gadget deck, Absolute Zero, and possibly a Blackling, but stick around, subscribe for more, and as always, peace out, YouTube.